is coming up a little more. Come next one. Next one. So beautiful flowers, wrote this thing. And the sun has really come up now. Next one. Okay, that's all. That's all. Yeah. See, sir. Golf academy is there. That's why I was wondering. Then next one. That's all. Okay. So Satya, what I want to tell you, so beautiful campus. So come every year.
Welcome back, everyone. Now, I would like to request Professor Bhimrai Maitri sir, Conference Patron and Director of IIM Nagpur, to join us on the podium.
Good evening, everyone. I know we had a very tight schedule today. The guests have come all the way, taking time for this entire event. They are actually leaving in a few minutes. So I thought it would be a good occasion to honor them. So I'm going to invite the guests one by one for the memento. To begin with, Dr. Devesh Vatsa, please.
Thank you. Sir, at least
Go.
thank you so very much. Thank you, guys. Thanks.
Can I invite next Shailaja Vadlamudi, please? She's in the room. Sure. And Robin Baston. Yes. Satyavati Divadari. Parag Diodar. Meenakshi, yes. Yes, yes. Commander Sanjeev Singh. Sridhar Padalam, please.
Thank you, sir. Now we move on to a very important session, Vision 2025, Technologies and Strategies that Shape Enterprise Security. We are honored to have Dr. Bhim Rai Matri, sir, Director of IIM Nagpur, to share his vision on this topic. This session will be moderated by K. Sridharan from Clever Insight. With that, let's dive into this insightful discussion. Over to you, sir.
He will interact. I will think. That's okay. Actually, sir, already in the opening session, he covered a lot of points about the board and about India and all those things. So most of the points are there, but I want to stress, what is going to happen in the next 3 years. Are you able to hear me? Okay. So Vision 2025, technology and strategy that shape enterprise security. So ultimately, how to implement all the technologies so that you avoid like squirrel, how it was avoiding. That's the way we have to manage the situation. The Vision 2025, it is not, the topic is ours, but the information I got it from Gartner, McKinsey, and Boston Consulting, which is the next slide. Next slide, please go. Yeah, it is unfortunately Robin. So you know how the triangle broken, but anyhow, it was a beautiful triangle. I think there is a mismatch between Windows and Apple. That's the problem. Okay, so there are 3 key things. If you triangle, you see data, AI, and cybersecurity. This is what Gartner is saying. So AI is really evolving. Morning we talk about ethical AI and all other things. You won't believe the next 3-4 years, the top 3 technologies, they're all other on the bottom. So AI and cyber, number 1 is data. Without data, nothing can happen. So second is AI and cybersecurity. These 3 are going to play a major role in all industries across the globe. For example, BFSI, banking, finance, security, insurance, 40% of the IT budget is spent there, 40%. And retail maybe 6%, healthcare around 7%, like manufacturing, all those things. So everywhere now data is important. Why data is important? The hardware prices crashed. So much of data is there. Me and sir talking about that. You put it in the LinkedIn. There is a data is there. So how many people are talking about this event? So everything is there. So you have to filter it out. Morning, I think somebody talked about structured data and unstructured data and all those things. So without data, no use of AI, no use of cybersecurity. Suppose there is no data, you can do the olden method, no 1920 or 1930, write in the paper and then get the job done. So nowadays, Excel, Power BI, all are going down in the sense it cannot handle voluminous data. So that's the reason the vision for this year and next 3 years is data, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity. That is the topic. Next slide. Okay, how dangerous is it? Sir already told in different contexts about the economy or GDP, something like that. Go to the next 2 slides. Let it full slide you display. Full slide. Yeah. I'll sit and talk. The top 10 risks globally, World Economy Forum. This is a 2023 report. Cost of cybercrime is around 9.5 trillion by 2025, which next slide is going to talk. Supply chain attack, 45% organization by, again, Gartner analyst. Next slide. So this is what sir also we discussed last year. I think he also talked with Geeta in the Bombay conference. Remove the red line. So who is the top man today? USA, 25.43 trillion. China, 14.72. Number 3 is Japan, 4.2. Germany, 3.8. India is 3.4. Forget UK. It is dying. So Dr. Pant was telling, in another 5 years, we are going to be number 3. But see the red line. Cybercrime criminals are earning 9.5 trillions. Just sitting and then cheating you and me, they are earning 9.5 trillion. That is the 3rd largest economy next to USA and China. Can you believe? Such a big one. So you have to play a major role. Your money, your company money should not be swindled. So such a big, humongous threat is there. 9.5 trillion. You just compare where India is whole Indian economy is only 3.4 trillion. Maybe we may reach 5 trillion. By 2047, we may reach 34 trillion, something like that. But see cybercrime. And who are doing it? All culprits. And they are enjoying. They are doing nothing, but they are cheating, they are taking. So very dangerous situation. And especially for India, we are growing and opportunity for the outsiders to hack the Indian companies are very, very high. Dr. Pant showed many things. I also found out that Pakistan and China were not there in that slide, what he showed. So be careful. Next one. Just full slide you put it. Tuck. Yes. Okay. Why cybersecurity as new dimension of corporate governance? There is an increasing importance of understanding cybersecurity as a substantive enterprise-wide business risk. And morning, I think even sir talked about that. So these are all the very important issues. Though Vision 25, we have a great idea about data and all those things. End of the day, you have to control your organization. Don't lose the data to outsiders. So what is the role of board? So now I am actually taking you to a different level now. The topic on cyber, Vision 2025, but the board has to play a role. Otherwise, it is very dangerous for corporate companies, whether it is Reliance, whether it is Government of India, whether it is, small companies. So now I am taking the whole journey towards the board. What is their responsibility? So Vision 2025 is data, AI, and cybersecurity, but how to deal it? That is what I'm going to talk. Okay, key questions to, sir, you can you already talked last year. If you want, you can touch upon. Does the board drive the cybersecurity? Me and sir talked last year, exactly 1.5 years back. Does the board knows about it? This morning we talked, I think somebody said 14% of the board, CISOs are in the board. The 86% are not there. That means also somebody, Meenati or somebody was telling, board point the fingers on CISO if something goes wrong. Board should take the responsibility. It is there, they have to take the ownership. CISOs and others have to support. They cannot point the fingers and then kick out the CISOs, and then he or she cannot sit happily in the CEO seat. The board has to drive the cybersecurity related matters. at the enterprise level. Next one. Does the board get the visibility or the business impact due to cybersecurity? Yes. This is where the CIO and CTO, you guys, even you also, when they see coming and then having a coffee, go and catch him. Sir, these are the things we have to take care of it. It's not necessary that you are reporting to him, Rupa. So tell him, these are the things you be on alert, man. So I know CISO is talking to you, but I'm telling you. So tell your views, nothing wrong in telling. The man who lift the shoulders and talk will be the winner. So you lift your shoulder and tell the CEO. Next one. Does the board promote machine learning and data science based proactive detection? Yeah. So how will know? He does not know ML and data science unless somebody teaches. Who is going to teach? His own CISOs and CIOs or the next level people. Catch him, you call him. I'm going to conduct a half-an-hour session. What is happening on Vision 2025? Invite everybody. Let's see who is coming. Then people know that, okay, Arvind is going to do this job. Where is Arvind? So he's not there? Arvind is not. Oh, you're there. So your GEM institution in Dubai, go for it, man. So you don't worry. Huh? Sure. Good. Next one. Does the board protect privacy during online board meetings? So this is a key question. Next one. Does the board implement human layer security? Yeah, that is very, very important. See, most of the time, knowingly or unknowingly, the security breach is happening because of the internal people only. By mistake, they click one attachment, malvirus is going inside. That fellow next 2 months, 3 months, enjoying and seeing what is happening in your company. He clearly knows who is doing what is happening. And he also knows that next Saturday, most of them are on vacation, hit it. That is what happening. So human layer is very, very, very important. So we have to be very careful. Next. That's all. Okay, next one. Oh, I already did it. Is there a well-defined ownership of cybersecurity board levels? This is what the CIO and CISOs have to push it. From the angle of the budget and all other aspects, he has to do it. Does board insist periodic audit? Yeah, this has to be done. You cannot just, run the show as if everything is going fine today. The hacker is sitting nicely inside your system for last 3 months. You have to do some sort of a check and balance, auditing. That is very, very important. And that has to be taught to the board or to the CEO by the CISOs or CIOs. That is what. Otherwise, what is happening? A marketing guy, without telling CIO and CISO, he will buy a tool. He wants to sell his product. That product, third-party product or fourth-party product, it may have his own virus. CISO does not know. But that guy is interested because he wants to sell more of his product. Ultimately, that third-party software may have some virus. All these control measures have to be happening if the board does the proper auditing. So yes, the marketing guy or manufacturing manager can buy the tool on his own. He need not go on, get the budget from CISOs or CIOs. But the auditing has to be done. Next one. Does the board insist on data governance office and does the board provide cyber insurance? Cyber insurance is very important. So at this time, I'm going to stop. Sir, you are meeting so many people and so many senior people. You can give some ideas about it.
So I think new age boardrooms, as in the morning, there was a discussion how many people are expert in the cybersecurity, they represent the board. So new age boardroom, if you look into that traditional boardroom, we always have the finance and audit committee is one statutory committee of any board, whether private or government. And apart from that, sometimes we have the finance committee and audit committee separate are together. But nowadays, most of the prominent companies, those who are using platform in big way, they are now considering a one board member who is expert in the cybersecurity. So that is a new phenomena. In Mumbai, one of the conferences, everybody said that there is a need for cybersecurity expert apart from CSO expert in the company. So that is where a new age board basically looking at this kind of questions, CISO, when they ask, and they also give a proper input to the expert who represent on cybersecurity. And that is how board will not only get the awareness, but they also work a roadmap in that direction so that a prevention is better than cure. So that can happen. So this is what I think that is need to be done.
Thank you. In fact, Arvind, you are a CIO. So we are talking about the role of the board. Board cannot point the fingers on CIO and CISOs. But CEO and CISO should advise the board and CEO how they have to really drive the company. So just you can talk for 30 seconds and tell your opinion.
A digital advisory subcommittee. So there are members of the independent directors, there are members of the executive directors, and there are other industry leaders. So that group really advises the company, because one is the CIO's opinion, other is the leadership opinion, and the third angle could be the investor opinion. So balancing them, the best practice is to form that board committee, because it drives it from the board, and then thereby it's not a finger pointing, but actually enabling each of them to make the decisions and drive it. Obviously, it is in the CIO and the CEO's realm to have it executed and report back to the board.
Thank you. Thank you. So incidentally, Arvind was a CIO in Apollo Hospitals, but I don't know what happened in AIMS. AIMS really had a tough trouble. So I don't know what loopholes they were having it. Okay. Who's flight? You are leaving today? No. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
We will give the memento to Sri Arvind Sivaram Krishnan because he has his flight in a short while. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So the reason is he and they did the desktop exercise with Magesh. That really went for 4.5 hours. I think literally you are on nerves how to learn that. So that's the reason they are facing. Yeah, okay. Next slide, please. Okay, so I think it is a subset of the earlier slide. Do the CISOs groom the board for the first line of defense? So this is from the angle of the implementation. The first slide, the board should know what is, they should not say, you remember 1990, somebody was asking, the Y2K problem came, then, the India was in the world map on IT. Actually, when I met the FedEx CIO, he said, oh man, you are a snake charming country. You know anything about IT? That's what he asked. I gave a small solution. We implemented. You won't believe, after 20 years, not only I became advisor for him, Rob Carter, and also he made me advisor for 2 universities, FedEx University and University of Memphis. So he thought we are a snake charming country. So that much difference. So people did not know, forget Rob Carter. The board does not know what is happening. And especially in India, sir, luckily, IT means all others, good regard to everybody. They thought that it is income tax. So everybody were behind. Nobody bothered to look into that. It is actually information technology. That's another reason it grew really very, very big. Anyhow, the first set of slides, awareness. Second set of slides, how to groom the board from the first line of defense. Yesterday, Arvind and Satya talked to you in out of it. Multi-year strategic plan, not just 1-year plan. Cybersecurity resource allocation. They may think that cybersecurity, they may not give budget to you. So you have to demand. cybersecurity, funding and staffing, and periodically updated inventory of mission critical system. Yes, this is very important thing. What is happening when mundane things are going on? You'll be having a nice coffee and then nice lunch and forget what is happening. You have to really involve in everything day in, day out, periodically updated inventory for everything. Dashboard or scorecard highlighting the key cyber risk and metrics to address these risks. I remember I talked to you the 3 IIM Nagpur management techniques I talked to all yesterday. IIM Nagpur management technique. Tell me the first technique. What I told you. 3 management techniques. Who can tell? Even if you make mistake, don't worry. This is a management institute. You learned 3 important points. You all clapped at that time. Now nobody. Huh? Exactly. Be vulnerable. Don't hesitate. If you feel there is a vulnerable, tell the boss. If there is a vulnerability is coming, don't hide it. Okay. Second one. Huh? Be paranoid. Okay. Last one. When you send a weekly report, don't show. Arjun, you only said that you forgot, man. Tell the top 3 dirty points you are facing every week. Don't give a sugar-coated information. No, I did it. It is nice. All those things. No. The CEO or your boss needs the what 3 challenges you faced. Your report should tell the critical 3 issues you are facing. Then he knows. He doesn't care what you're doing good job. He only wants to know how to protect the company from the angle of business. Forget cybersecurity. So these are the 3 management techniques you learned from IIM. Forget cybersecurity and all those things. Nobody teaches. Do you agree? Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Dashboard, scorecard. Don't care about it. Tell the 3 dirty points that is bothering you, that is bothering the company. That is where we have to put it. Okay. Even sir is leading the whole organization. He wants to know what is bothering in the institution. All goody is okay. That we can have. Correct, sir? Goody things is different. As a CEO, I want to know what trouble I am having today. If you don't tell, how he knows? Okay. Dashboard and scorecard are okay. That's all gimmick and stylish things displayed. Significant security incidents at the company. Training and awareness program for, yes, that is very important. Training and awareness, you have to do periodically, maybe every month, or I don't know how frequently you are doing it. So Darshan, how frequently you are doing in your new job? Periodic training to the employees, once in a year, once in 6 months? As? No, the answer should be very precise, man. Data. Once a quarter. Frequently is a adjective, useless. Don't give me all those things. Clearly say every 3 months, every 2 months, like that. Then there is a target. Frequently mean no, today, after 1 year also frequent. Correct? That is another 4th point you learned yesterday. No adjective business. Better solution we are giving. Great impact we are giving. No. Clearly give the data. So yesterday we discussed all these points. Maturity assessment against the recognized framework. Third-party cyber risk, I already told you. The marketing man will go to the market, buy a small tool to run his own target. But it may have some cyber risk. You should inform CISOs and CIOs. But he has his own budget. He can buy it. So these are all the loopholes in the whole company. Industry benchmarking, how other competition is doing, like that. Then significant legal and regulatory, sir already talked about that. Incidents, readiness of framework, lessons learned from external. Sir, you can.
Yeah. I think, board is extremely, if you know that your company board, some of you may be also sitting on the board. Composition of board is extremely important. And many times the composition of board, people coming in the board, what background they have and what kind of diversity they have. Not only diversity means male and female, but also education background and also their mindset. One is highly a social background, one is highly capitalist background, and some people are sleeping members in the board, and some are very vibrant. Irrespective of subject, they always keep on talking. So if you see the board, whatever the number of board member, because last 30 years, if you ask me, I have seen many boards in IIMs and some of the boards in the companies. Those who are dominant, they keep on talking and they will say, this is the way it works, and they don't listen others. And some people always silent. Unless until you ask, they don't speak. That is another category of board members. So now, unless until, and when it comes to cyber security and first line defense, unless until we create a awareness to the entire board, irrespective of background. So if you don't bring everybody on the same page, the company is going to lose a lot. And you know that prevention is better than cure. Just I told you, if anything happened, that is very costly. You have seen AIMS incident happened many places all over the world. Records are there. So how to avoid? For that purpose, the CISOs who are expert in the company, they will be creating awareness program to all the board members. So many times board members think that who can train me. You see, before 2017, there was no training for vice chancellors in the country. No, vice chancellor ban gaye to unko kaun training dega. So that was the mindset. But government of India started Madan Mohan Malviya leadership workshop for the vice chancellors, and they did 4 programs, they stopped. Then I took it up and I did all the central and state university vice chancellors. So everybody needs training. So here also board member, those who think I am working on the board for many years, I don't need training. That doesn't work, because their awareness as far as this subject is concerned, this area is concerned, totally they are new. So creating awareness and also making them to understand the nuts and bolts of cybersecurity is important. I tell you, 2011, I took 23 IS officer for training, smart grid training to 3 places, Madrid, Vienna, and Paris. It was 11 days program. And people say, who can train IS officers? So we took them to, Friday night, and we fly to Zurich, and by road we traveled to Salzburg. Salzburg is a mini, Switzerland, and they spend entire day in ice and rope and all. Next day we took them to Vienna, and there they saw the biogas and all. Then Madrid, we took them to Red Electric, how to the thermal and renewable, we can connect peak hours, how to use the energy. And then after spending 2 days, we went to Paris, and Schneider Electric Smart Grid was there. So entire program went so smoothly. The moment we took them and start giving the work, then ice breaking, what we call, if it doesn't happen, they don't listen. So all were so smooth. And one person, he was a chief engineer of Himachal Pradesh. Every time he used to question, along with my faculty colleague was there. We told them to, you get down the bus and we leave, you come on your own. We fired it. Sometimes, all the 3 ways you have to use. You have to tell them, you have to convince, and then you have to fire. So finally, it was in the jungle. We stopped the bus, you get down and you come whatever the we want to come. He was a chief engineer, 3 chief engineers, rest all IS officers. They all fed up of him. Every time he was creating problem. 80-20, you all know. So finally, then we did that. Then there onwards, he was silent till to come back. So what I want to say is, in the board also, you find all the board members will not be on the same page. How to bring them on the same page, and 1 or 2, if they are not coming on the page and it is not interest of the company, you should not, dushtu ko dand dena bhi hamara kaam. I think we have to take a step. Otherwise, company will be the huge loser. So that is where in the board, whether it is a cyber security or any new thing coming to the board and creating awareness, everybody has to learn, everybody has to get into that. Then only we can prevent such disasters, and everybody will be aware and everybody should be on the same page. That is extremely important in the board when it comes to this kind of incidences. And that is where, CISOs groom the board as a first line defense. That is the foundation for the board, training them by the creating awareness by the expert. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Actually, it was written by Price Cooper in 2022. Okay, next slide. Okay, the board challenge. So CISOs and CIOs are responsible to teach the board. Board may be having the CEO, chairman, or marketing guy, somebody like that. So they're also having tough time. While they climb 4 feet, CISOs, don't make them to fall by 5 feet. Then you are really spoiling your company. He is ready to climb 4 feet. You guys, if you don't support the board, you are making it to fall by 5 feet. Dangerous situation. So you have to help him to climb 4 feet. Maybe he can fall 3 feet. Okay. Cyber specialists and CISOs, you have to elevate yourself. I tell you, 5th IIM, lift your shoulder and talk. Don't be a beggar. Lift your shoulder and talk. When the going gets tough, only the tough gets going. When the going gets tough, when you are really tense, yesterday we talked, no? What is it called? Tummy, I was telling you, fire in the belly. You must have the fire in the belly. Then only the tough gets going. So you must behave like that. Ayush, do you agree with me, Ayush? Very good. Because you are learning new things, implement the same thing in your company, though you are not a cyber guy. Okay, Ayush? Thank you. Next slide. So again, I'm summarizing. So we started with the Vision 2025. There are so many opportunities out there. If the company doesn't implement AI and data and slowly and steadily, I'm not saying that overnight don't do it. If they don't do it, your competition will kill you. So you have to be very, very careful. So these are all the 3 things. To do that, there are going to be more problems because everything is new technology. Sir was telling that quantum is going to come. So hackers are going to have globe jump. They will just creep inside and then screw us until we stabilize the system. Quantum is going to be really a tough one. 6G, these are all going to create more hazards. So 9.71 trillion, it is jumped to, they will become number 1 in the world. So be careful. So Vision 2025 is data, AI, and cybersecurity. What I did, Sir and we did, how to create the awareness with the board, with the CISOs and CIOs. That was the discussion we had right now. Next question, next page. Okay, that's also now questions. Any questions you can ask. So Sir and me, so we can do it. So he meets so many industrialists every day. So you can ask some questions and yeah, floor is yours. Otherwise, 2-3 questions you can ask. Yeah. Cyber insurance. Okay.
Comparing the revenue and taking the 1% down 2% of the revenue as a sum assured, and some organizations are with respect to their risk appetite, they are taking that sum assured, and another some organization, they are doing peer benchmarking, that what my peers are taking the sum assured amount. So I want to understand what would be the best understanding to get a clear sum assured amount of cyber risk insurance with respect to the company which domain in they are working actually.
Okay, sir, you want to answer? I can. Okay. Before I answer, I'll give a classic example. Around a month back, you would have heard Los Angeles fire. Did you see that? So all Hollywood is spoiled. And Tom Hanks, Apollo 13 actor, his house is $23 million gutted. The insurance fellow said, forget it, because thousands of houses were burnt. How can they pay everybody? So the situation is extreme condition. But you guys have to push at least 1%, 2% of the revenue should go to security. Otherwise, it's very dangerous. So, yeah. So to answer your question, try to get some percentage, 1% or 2% like that, and educate those CEOs and your board. What are the problems? They should not think that, okay, it's a waste till you are hurt. Like Tom Hanks, very nicely across the Pacific Ocean, Himalaya, not Himalayas, mountain, So super house gutted out. Whole Hollywood is burnt. Even the Hollywood sign is burnt. So at that time, insurance fellows lift their hand. But normal circumstances, you must be careful. So you have to push it. So every year they have to increase the budget by at least, what shall I say, maybe dollar number, maybe $100,000 or something like that. I'm not able to give you exact numbers, but there should be a budget. They should not think, no, nothing happened to me. Why should I waste my money? No, that's not.
Yes.
So you have to, sometimes, man, you have to create the fear factor to the CEO. Sir, please do that. Create the fear factor. Let us see what he does. Okay? Good.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
question.
Thank you.
Very good question.
But the one line answer for your question is there is no fixed one. There is no ideal solution. It depends upon the context, the company, and the type of company, and also the kind of risk. These are the many parameters taking into account. They decide, and it varies. Even if you see, as a civil engineer, architect fee again varies person to person. But it is up to you whom to appoint. So this varies. And of course, it is a new phenomena relative to the others.
Correct.
So it cannot be one size fit all. It will vary.
Thank you, Professor.
Perfect. Yeah.
So this is more curiosity. It's not directly related to, CISO role. Both of you have created a wonderful program. None of the IIMs have this program. So first off, thank you for giving us the opportunity. Now, my question is, where do you want to take this program? This is the second batch. What is your vision for this program?
So you want to tell? Okay. Third batch is starting on March 3rd. So I work with Dr. Sujit. I want to, on the day one, I think Sujit, we will introduce the batch 2 to the batch 3. There is some hiccup is there. No, they come here after a month, after a year. So they don't know like that online. So I think with Sujit's permission, we will invite you and you give all the goodies, So how you enjoyed this, that is number one. The vision, frankly, I'm talking to sir. Number one, next year, we want to take it to globally. Obviously, global means obviously US. That is number one. Number two, internally, see here itself, I think we have around 8 or 10 TCS guys are. So the TCS, Srini also is here. He's going to speak tomorrow. We also want to go to all consulting companies, Capgemini, Wipro, HDFC Bank, like that, Please broadcast about this program to them. And why, Arvind, you are smiling? So you have to broadcast to GEM. GEM is having 55 colleges, schools in Dubai. Tell that Varghese is that guy to know. So we will conduct the course at your premises, man. Okay? So you cannot smile at me. You have to tell your CEO Varghese, sir, I attended it. We will invite director and Sujit, and we will conduct the course specifically for them. Okay, so Arjun, so we want to go now focused. So TCS is having, Srini, correct me if I'm wrong. You tied up with many universities for many things. I don't know what are the things. So why not? You never tied up with cybersecurity. IIM is a platform. So, and you have 8 or 9 people tomorrow, meet with them, broadcast it. We will exclusively conduct for them. So that is another thing. So one is international global. Second one, exclusively for your own company. So these are two things. Easy. I have only vision for next 1 year. After that, I don't know. Yeah, say sir.
Decade.
Yes.
So please add in your syllabus. You spoke well about AI, data, and cybersecurity. I'll just tweak it.
Okay.
The future is quantum will not work without classical computers, right? So classical computing, quantum computing, and AI, that need to be considered because we are going to migrate to hybrid cloud.
Yeah.
And they will be disrupting the cloud functioning. So this quantum should be part of the syllabus. This is what my suggestion is.
Absolutely.
Because AI and quantum AI, both are getting married and they will create magic, I'm telling you.
Yes.
People are talking AI separately, quantum separately. Quantum AI is another ballgame. Because the compute is changing. Compute is changing from bit to qubit to neuromorphic computing to photonic computing. We have to consider this aspect because This is very, very important. Actually, what is quantum we are talking about the compute power. So compute power, there's a qubit quality is there of superposition, entanglement, and whatever you call it. And when you collaborate with this, because in times to come, in near time to come, they will not eradicate the classical computing, but they will augment the power of classical computing, right? So classical computing, quantum computing, and AI will push the quantum. And I think that should be somewhere classes should be taken on that. Thank you.
I totally agree with you. I will pick your brain. So we will have one session or half session, and you yourself can be one of the anchor for that. And number two, I will introduce Hal Stern. He is the CIO for drug discovery in Pfizer in New York. So I will introduce him. He is actually what you call promoter of quantum. Especially quantum is good for drug discovery. Today, drug discovery take around 15 years to get a molecule, which they spend $10 billion. So if they reduce it by even 1 year, it's more than enough. So definitely, sir, the point well taken. I will work with Sujit, sir, and maybe one full Sunday or maybe half Sunday. Yeah, point well taken. So the three topics: one is AI in security, second one is your quantum, and third is OT. These three we will add for the batch 3. Definitely. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So in next coming few years, we want to open a startup. So we don't have a budget for hiring a CISO or CIO. So in that case, what all cybersecurity resources or elements we can induce in our organization?
Cybersecurity resources for?
I mean, yeah, resources.
Startups?
Yeah.
A little louder.
I'm saying that suppose in coming years, I want to begin a startup, and we don't have too much of resource for hiring we don't have too much of budget to hire a CISOs or CIO. Then what all resources or elements we can introduce for cybersecurity in our organization?
I think, sir, मैं बता दूं. So
Yeah.
नहीं, simple answer अभी देवेश जी ने बता ही दिया, but answer इसके लिए today is a gig economy. You all know gig economy, and going forward, coming 5-10 years, there are going to be more specialists. Till today, institutions, companies are bigger than individual, but in coming years, after 5-10 years, individuals are bigger than institution. It is going to reverse. It means there is going to be virtual CSO or CISO, virtual. They will work for you, they will work for many companies, they will work for your competitor too. So you can imagine they are like a consultant, they work for many companies, they will be having a data of everybody, and today data is a king. Data is the oil, what we say. So then the individuals are going to play a very, very significant role, and a high risk as well as your solution will be given by them. So gig economy is the solution for that. You need not to hire. Specialists are available. Even today, many of you ERP you take, is it not? Oracle and SAP. Same way, you get a specialist.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, virtual CISO will be available. Yeah.
So, hi, Professor. My question in the context of quantum computers. For example, we are working on like digital twins, machine lakes, where we can take any like health checkup servers, where we need like that will consume more GPU and CPU's compute power. But I feel with the help of Gen AI, especially, we are in a stage where we can create our terraforms without using so many GPUs. So where you seeing like quantum computer will club with Gen AI in terms of taking care of like cybersecurity?
Sir, you want to answer? You want to answer? So your question is quantum computing, GPUs are much faster.
Digital twins or machine lake?
Sorry?
Digital twins and machine lakes working.
Digital twins, what is the next one?
machine lakes, where like one machine will connect.
Yeah. The digital twin and quantum computing, I don't know how it is mixing. See, for example, Mahindra is manufacturing a machine in the car in Chennai, and they have another manufacturing unit in Gurgaon. So that particular car is not working. They will simulate the condition from Chennai. That is called digital twin. So I will give a layman example. In another 30 years, you make dosa at your home in wherever you are living. Suppose your son is in Bay Area, the dosa will be made there also. That is where the digital twin is going to play after 30 years. But I don't think quantum computing coming. It is a simple new technology. So quantum computing is the speed. It is a million times faster than your laptop today. So speed, primarily, initially, it will be useful for drug discovery. That is the time-consuming one. Weather forecasting. So that's where it's not that it can't be used in other places. The laptop can do the same job, but this thing. So primarily weather forecasting and drug discovery. That is the first one. Material science. Yeah, the different type of applications. Typically, your retail, banking, and all those things may not be now. Maybe after 10 years, who knows? I don't know. I don't have that much vision. Only vision is there only for 2 years. So yeah, correct. No? We don't have vision for 10 years. Things are changing dramatically. Yeah. Any questions? That's it. Okay. So with that, thank you very much, sir. So we covered.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor Matri, sir, and Mr. K. Sridharan, sir, for such an insightful discussion. I now invite Professor Magesh, sir, to summarize the conference, announce the award for the best paper, and to deliver the closing remarks and officially conclude the event.
Good evening, all. Before I give the vote of thanks, let us give the memento to Sridharan sir as well. If we can. Memento. Sir. And to Srinivasa Ramanujam sir as well. He is leaving tomorrow. It gives me immense pleasure to propose this vote of thanks. As the saying goes, a long journey begins with the first step. I think the dream of conducting this conference, it originated almost 1.5 to 2 years ago, and he announced during the inauguration of the second batch. So it is a very grateful moment to see it fructified. And there are a few points I would like to summarize. Tomorrow is the formal conclusion of your course. I will keep that aside for tomorrow. But we had invited extended abstracts, particularly focusing on industry participants as well as academic participants. In total, we received 25 submissions. We allowed 20 submissions to move forward. There were 17 presentations. And if I may announce the prize first. We had both online as well as offline presentations. We don't have first, second, third, but we are rewarding 4 abstracts. The first one is titled Cybersecurity Challenges in Mass Gathering, a case study of Mahakumbh Mela 2025. Dr. Deepti Khanna and Urvashi Sharma. They presented online. And this is from the CDS2 participant. The title is Cybersecurity for Connected Cars, Kranti Chavare.
Thank you. It's a beautiful topic. Thank you, sir. Definitely. Full paper. Please, sir, start a company.
Second one is Arvind Kumar Shekhar, Sandeep Kumar, Deepanjana Dev. Title Innovative Approaches to Create Cybersecurity Awareness. And we have the last one, AI-enabled polymorphic malware. Balaji Anandan, Dr. Manimuthu. He's a first-year MBA student from IIM Nagpur with cybersecurity experience.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, sir. I would like to propose the vote of thanks. First of all, Director Sir has been very supportive right from the beginning in terms of organizing this event. And event of this scale would not happen without support of various people. And firstly, I would like to gratefully express my thanks to all the industry experts. They have taken one full day to come and give their 100% here. Can we have a big round of applause, please? Secondly, I would like to thank Dean Executive Education and his office, and then entire administrative support led by the CEO, Colonel Alur, transport and estates coordinated by Aarti Madam and her team, excellent IT support led by Dr. Bharti Madam and her team, media and communications led by Asif Ji, Neeraj and his team, stores and purchase department, Rahul Sudarshan and his team, accounts department, Sujit Kumar and his team, travel bookings, particularly Parikshit, he was very, very supportive, quick turnaround time for all my requests, PGP office for their arrangements in MPH, Binoy and his team, executive education team. Tomorrow we will do one more round of thanks to them, Sapan and Triveni and his team, and lovely PhD scholars. Can we all give a big round of applause? The reason is this coordinated event would not happen without them. Let me quickly name them: Steve, Pranay, Pallav, Veer, Abhishek, Kushbu, Sonal, Jyoti, Sneha. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Yeah. And then we had a fantastic set of volunteers from CDS2 as well. Lastly, I would like to acknowledge active participation from the second batch of cybersecurity course. One brief point, both Professor Sujit as well as Professor Sridharan, they have been very supportive. Often I didn't even ask them when I had to take decisions. Thank you very much. With this, I conclude this event. I think we have a high tea outside, so we can end this date here. Thank you. One brief announcement: after your high tea, all the participants will receive additional certificate for the conference. Yeah, from the South Block, you can collect it.